Maine's Commissioner of Health and Human Services stood before a committee of lawmakers this afternoon to say her department is making strides in better protecting children in the system. Good evening. I'm Pat Callahan.
And I'm Amanda Hill. Those changes were in part prompted by investigations into the deaths of 6 children, 2 in 2017, 4 more in 2020, and failures in the system to make sure they were safe. News Center Maine's Don Carrigan is at the State House tonight with more on today's government oversight hearing aimed at making even more changes. Don?
Hi, Pat and Amanda. The meeting ended just a short time ago in a room essentially behind where our camera is right now. And this committee, the Government Oversight Committee of the legislature, has been dealing with this issue really for 4 years through 2 different governors and 2 different legislators. And throughout this legislative session, they've made it clear that they're still struggling to find real answers.
We are here today to continue our work session.
The Government Oversight Committee has been working on this since late last summer, after 4 children died in June of 2021. They've been hoping to find out what might have gone wrong with the state's child protective system that resulted in children dying at the hands of families or caregivers, even when they were already in the DHHS system. Studies and reports have pointed to lack of staff and supervisors, decision-making problems in the agency, and other things. Now, with time running out on the legislative session, the committee members are trying to find something they can do that will bring change. Senator Bill Diamond, who has been crusading on this issue for years, told us he hopes they can agree on some major step. Diamond said multiple reports on the agency show significant problems with certain issues, and says that lawmakers are getting tired of not being able to fix things.
So I think that all builds to the frustration for many of us, and in particular the Government Oversight Committee, knowing that something needs to be done. We can't go home again another year and not do anything of something of an aggressive nature to make a difference. And a lot of legislation came in this time, which is all good, but none of it was really to the point where it would make a substantial change.
The committee members also had their first discussion with Health and Human Services Commissioner Jean Lambrou. She answered a few of their questions, but then responded to criticism of the department voiced in a meeting last week. Among the issues, concerns from some foster parents and others that the department might retaliate against them if they're critical. Lambrou said that won't happen.
As a fact, that is not our policy. We actually are the opposite. We welcome the input and the criticism because we can't identify problems and challenges without it.
So the committee members did not make a dramatic decision or come up with major legislation today. Instead, they agreed to essentially keep going, to keep meeting every month at least for the remainder of this year, focusing just on this one issue and try to get closer to the bottom of why there appear to continue to be problems with the Office of Child and Family Services, and there continue to be children dying, including some who are in the custody of the department at the time. They said they may have another hearing or find some other means to hear more from the public, from foster parents and others who have worked within the system and have that experience. Leaders of the committee told me afterwards there still seems to be differences or a disconnect between things they hear from the department and things they hear from people in the public who use that system. They are hoping to find out more about that in the coming weeks and months. Meanwhile, Pat, there are, I think, 6 bills still in the legislature right now that will be dealt with in the next 5 days that could make further changes in this system. We'll be following them. Pat, back to you.
Don Carrigan at the State House tonight. Thank you.